Okay, it's time to do the actual install. And this is two-way sticky tape. That one's like this. And what should be a simple task turns a bit more difficult as I try to get this red thing off like that. Okay, now, so that's the two-way sticky thing. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put this on the back of the signal dynamics unit, and then I'm going to take this and kind of put it, I think I'm going to put it right there like that. Okay, so it's just held on with tape. Okay, and then this little thing here is going into that hole, and the rest of this stuff goes onto the headlight housing. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is not a big deal, but it is part of the process, which is to, I'm going to have to get this light metering thingy, this electric eye, up where I want it. And so I'm going to come on top of the motorcycle, take off a couple of pieces like this. I'm actually trying to get access right now to back into this. Okay. Now I've got a straight line through to the hole in the front, and I'll show you that. So I removed this thing from this side, and now I've got very clean access, you can see, through to the hole, and can bring that up and put it where I want it. And the method I'm going to use for controlling this, where this electric eye goes, is to tape it to a hanger. So I'm going to take the hanger and stick it through, through like this. So it comes through here, see? And then I can take this and wrap it around a few times and then tape it. Okay, and then I can draw that through the hole that way to get it up there, because that's where I want the thing. I want it up off one of the hoses, the brake hoses there. Okay, so now we've already put our module here, and now we're going to actually connect our unit. And basically what you do is, these are the plugs for the back of the headlights. And you can get them off with a screwdriver if they're a little grippy, which this one is. So you can just take a screwdriver like this and pry it to get it off. Okay. So we have these two off. Now, I'm actually going to connect the this main connector to over on this side. This, okay, plug goes into one or the other of the two things that would be in the light bulb. Okay, so that's how this got that name, plug and play. You just take this like this and I just plugged it in. That's all I did. Okay, now the next thing is to take these two thingies. Okay, this one you just set aside, and this one just gets pressed onto the pressed onto the headlight, right like that. And then this one goes on too. Okay. And you might say, well, does it matter which side goes where? Not really. I mean, normally they suggest that you attach the actual unit over to this side, but I've switched it. And I'm just pushing them down a little to make sure they're seated completely. And they do have new bulbs in them, so I did do that. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and just plug the main unit into the power for the bike. This is pretty straightforward here too. Just a plug like that, and it is seated properly. Okay, now the next things I need to do are to push some of these wires into this hole, and that will complete the install. But first I'm going to take this nice little hanger like that and draw that in. Pretty simple. Okay, now the next thing is I'm going to kind of bend these wires a little bit so that there's some room for those wires. I'm just compressing these wires a little bit. So that, because there isn't enough room for them to stick out in the back. And this unused thing here, probably the smart thing to do is to take and get some tape. I do have some tape here, but I couldn't tell. Here it is. All right. All I'm doing now is I'm taping the back of this just so, you know, it won't get dust in it or something. This was the plug from the motorcycle, harnessing into here, which now the signal dynamics unit is in there. So I'm just closing that up, and I think I can just kind of scoot it around here and hide it right there. Okay, now the next move is just to push some of these wires into that hole back there. Okay, and we've just lost both of these things here, and this will happen. They do come out quite a bit when you're fuddling with stuff. And to say, I'm going to come here. Why am I putting them back there? Because it's the only way it's going to all fit together. And I just lost the washer again. So I'll try that again. Now hopefully this will all fit tight. And it did. So wow, we're done. Now let's make sure at the bottom washer stayed in position. That one did. I can't see this one. Yes, all of them did. So we can come in now, and we've got all the unit all together. And now just for fun, we can come and take our key and go to here, and there's our headlight. Okay, now to do a light test, I'm going to have to hit the light with a quartz light. I have to hit the light sensor with some light, a lot of light. And this is a lot of light. So I come here, and here's my little light sensor over here, and blinky blink, see? That's on the low light, and that's on the high. So, the install was done correctly and it worked.